Welcome to State House Rock. I'm Policy Specialist Ryan Raw. The Illinois Workers' Compensation Commission last week announced emergency rules stating that in cases where essential workers contract COVID-19, it will now be rebuttably assumed that the virus was contracted at work. The Independent Insurance Agents of Illinois sent a letter to the Department of Insurance requesting they work with the National Council on Compensation Insurance to issue a ruling ensuring COVID-19 workers' comp claims will not negatively impact an employer's experience rating modifier. On Wednesday, the Illinois Manufacturers Association and Illinois Retail Merchants Association, supported by ICIC and others, filed suit against the Workers' Compensation Commission, arguing the commission exceeded its authority with the recently proposed rule. There is still no established date for when the General Assembly will return. The governor has said he will not go without a budget for the new fiscal year that begins July 1st. We're currently anticipating a return to Springfield before the end of June to address the budget and any other high-priority issues, particularly those that might be COVID-19 related. The Illinois Department of Labor is implementing a new certified payroll process. It does not expand the existing requirement for providing certified payroll on public works projects. It does, however, require that certified payrolls be submitted to IDOL rather than to project owners. IDOL is seeking feedback about the formats that contractors can use to submit the paperwork. There are 2 remaining webinars being offered to contractors to provide that feedback. If you have not received the registration information, email us at ryan@frontlineco.com. Governor Pritzker has already estimated a $2.7 billion shortfall in the current fiscal year and a $4.6 billion shortfall for the fiscal year that begins July 1st. Currently, federal plans do not call for any assistance to state governments hit hard by COVID-19. The governor is calling for approval of his fair tax amendment to potentially address these shortfalls. Regardless of that outcome, if no federal funding is forthcoming, Illinois businesses and residents can anticipate an effort to increase all taxes significantly. The Capital Development Board held a second webinar to update the construction industry on revised bidding procedures during the current pandemic. CDB is now only accepting bids in Springfield by mail and email. All bids are due by Wednesday at 8 p.m. Openings will be announced via WebEx on Fridays at 10 a.m. Bids mailed to Carbondale or to Chicago will not be forwarded. Mailed bids should contain the company name, project number, trade, and due date written on the outside of the envelope. Received bids will be kept in a locked room with restricted access until the bid period ends. Bids submitted by email should be sent as PDFs to cdb.cpo@illinois.gov, where they will be kept in separate file folders by the Chief Procurement Office until the bid period ends. CDB will be unable to access these bids until after the filing period. Submitters are encouraged to maintain records of when bids were sent in the event a dispute arises regarding the receipt of the bid. The subject of emailed bids should read as follows: bid for, the project number, then trade, then the bid date. The body of emailed bids should contain the company name, mailing address, contact name, email, and phone number, CDB project, trade, and bid date. Do not include the bid price in the body of the email. Do not password protect PDFs. Bid modifications will only be accepted by email and will be subject to the same information requirements as bids. CDB will not confirm the receipt of any mailed or emailed bids. This process only applies to CDB bids and not QBS, Architect of the Capitol, or the Treasurer's Office. Bid opening meetings will occur on Friday mornings at 10 a.m. via WebEx. To access, please use the information on the screen. That's it for this edition of State House Rock. Thank you for watching.